So I bought this Minion toy from Amazon to do something funny with for this video, and to my utter dismay, it looks completely different to how it was advertised. I mean, just look at it compared to the picture. It looks more like fucking Humpty Dumpty than a Minion. You know, the Despicable Me movies aren't even the worst thing ever. They're fine, serviceable, certainly not the most awful animated kids movies out there, unlike, say, The Nut Job or Escape from Planet Earth. But do you know what is the worst thing ever? Those bloody Minions! From the beginning it was highly predictable that these evil yellow bastards were going to take the world by storm. You see, general audiences and dumb children don't need any sort of structure or bar for a joke. Meaning that Comcast, who own Universal Pictures, who originally invented the Minions for Despicable Me back in 2010, saw dollar signs in their eyes after the success of the first movie, and realised that oversaturating and branding of the living Tic Tacs in every possible manner would be the best way to manipulate audiences into handing over their cash, no matter how vague or bizarre it may be. Take the Minions out of either of the first two movies, and there really isn't that much different. They only exist because it's easy to make a random joke with them that has nothing else to do with the movie, and as long as they are loud and slapstick enough, kids and stupid people will pretty much lap up anything with bright colours and a fast pace. But the reason they piss me off so much is because they've actually taken centre stage to the property that invented them in the first place. So in essence, the cynical, lazy design has overtaken any sincerity the property might have had originally, and warped it into such a harmless, inoffensive bowl of pulp that the idea of a minion can be applied to anything, even if it makes no goddamn sense. And when I say lazy design, I mean the actual way the things look is extremely dull. Look. Draw an oval, add some hilarious denim clothing because I guess denim is funny, then gloves, boots, and goggles, and you're done. And then colour it yellow, for the same reason as Lego minifigures, to avoid any kind of racial discrimination, making them as relatable and cute as possible. In the same way that Jar Jar, Watto, and all the other stereotypes in the Star Wars movies are considered offensive, the complete opposite idea can be applied to Minions. They are so characterless and inoffensive that people find it easy to self-insert themselves onto them for some reason, which is almost worse in my book. At least it's somewhat enjoyable to make fun of Watto. But what I just said aside, I could comfortably forget and forgive just about all of what I just said. It's not the first time a company has tried to profit from something so obvious and simple. But here's the thing. These things are everywhere. No, they really are everywhere. I've called things out for being overexposed before, but never to the extent of these fucking things. Lunchboxes, dog outfits, perfume, drink bottles, headphones, t-shirts, weird creepy baby costumes. It really is out of control. The most notable example at the moment is the attack on our Facebook feeds. I guess the broad, unfunny, predictable, and obvious meme culture goes hand in hand with these things when you think about it. Let's have a look at some of the particularly hilarious and random ones. Like if you're single, share if you're in a relationship. What does Minions have to do with this? Laughing so hard, no noise coming out, so you there clapping like a seal. What does that even mean? No way, God, I did not do that. Oh, that? Yes. Well, yes, I did do that. Oh, it's that baby picture again for some reason. That's not meant to be in here. I don't suffer from insanity. I enjoy every minute of it. There is nothing funny about being insane. Being mentally ill to the point of being classed as insane is quite literally the opposite of funny, and is one of the scariest, most horrible ailments I can think of. Your pathetic, desperate attempt to be quirky and misuse of the term makes me want to poison myself. So many suffer alone. Let's say a prayer today for every person battling depression. Share if you agree. There's a cruel, ignorant irony to this picture, and again, why is a minion on this fucking thing? And I have yet to even talk about the worst thing of all. I'm speaking in broad terms because I think this might actually be the worst thing I've ever talked about before. And that thing is minion art and fan fiction.
Come on, partner. You can ask her out. By the way, there is a balcony there,
Stuart said. Dave blushed, but looked at his partner and knew that he needs to do it. So he did. He walked towards Margot and the girls and started tugging her dress. Hey, what? Oh, hi, Dave. Margot greeted Dave with a smile. Dave smiled back and he said,
Margot, can I ask you out? On a date?
Dave asked. Margot looked in his eyes and started kissing the little minion's cheek. Of course! By the way, I broke up with Antonio, but now I think you're cute, Margot said. Dave smiled and held her hand, leading her towards the balcony. So that's an excerpt from a minion love story from fanfiction.net. Yes. For real. Someone wrote that. And I really hope you like other mind-blowingly oversaturated properties being combined with this one, because he is a minion pony. And yes, this is also real, as well as being the worst thing ever. And finally, I'd be doing you a disservice if I at least didn't mention Minion Yao, a deviant art group for people who love gay minions, with such classics as Sexy Kevin, Viewer Discretion Advised, and Barry the Bee from B-Movie, who was voiced by Jerry Seinfeld, slurping all over Kevin, who I guess is a named minion. And then there's this baby again. I really don't know. Minions are the token example of what I hate about kids' movies. Usually it's to be expected that the annoying side character that is used for nothing but comic relief is limited to some extent.
Not multiplied times 100 and given their own movie.
They are a visual summary of everything wrong with idiotic, thoughtless children's comedy. Because why actually try, when appealing to the lowest common denominator with random, goofy, cute, and slapstick humor is much easier? You wanna know the worst part of all of this? Is that they ruined the word minion, which was a word I used to use often and regularly. So fuck you for that. So those are my thoughts on minions. I really hope by the time that this video is up, everyone is sick of them as much as I am. So maybe there will be less idiots in the comments than usual, although I highly doubt it. Well, I guess at least a minion comment comeback is going to be interesting. So what do you think? You fed up with minions? Or do you like their simplistic design? Do you have a mindless, angry statement with absolutely no backup for why I'm wrong that you'd comment without me prompting you anyway? Whatever it is, tell me in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. All comments and ratings are very much appreciated. Make sure you check out some of my other videos in second channel Jar Media for more craziness. I'll see you next time. Bye! Took me about 20 minutes to make this pulp. Was it worth it? Nope. It's like if a thesaurus threw up. Let's see if we can make out one of these words. Emergency. Yeah, this is a fucking dire emergency, I tell you what.